And it still didn't work yet.
When
We're
Richie
alive.
came.
We're alive. Oh shit.
Oh snap, you guys were live.
We're alive. What the fuck?
All right, so that one time I put whipped cream on the secretary's assistant, and when she walked, oh shit, what's good?
Oh, hey guys, what's up? Guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the podcast. This is JxN Podcast, Season 3, Episode 9. Yay. Oh, we're making it pretty far. We're making it pretty
You guys,
far.
it's about to be Christmas and it hasn't snowed. We're
That's
global
regular.
warming.
Global warming. Global warming has been
That's
is a thing.
regular.
He got a mind of his own.
And I'm happy because my car
We're talking Christmas.
my car slides in the rain, but it's like one of those weird happies.
Oh, my
You pray when you want it, but you don't want it for car.
It's like when you drop a glass and you're just too lazy to pick it up, so you just kind of like,
Pick
Like
shuffle it with your feet. Yeah.
I got one rule for snow. All right, if it don't snow for Christmas, I don't want it after. I don't want to see no snow in no January or February.
Yeah, you know January's gonna be
Yeah,
cold.
you know
That
it's
creases
gonna be-
me, especially February, March. That creases me when I see snow in March. I'm like,
You're gonna be too cold.
I can only imagine for you guys that live in actual buildings, your landlords are probably like, yeah, we're saving up.
Oh man,
I had to turn on my AC yesterday.
guys.
sarcasm, Lady Cross Hard.
Yeah, it was hot.
Today
Lady.
we're talking about all things Spider-Man. We saw the movie. I hope you guys saw our spoiler-free and spoiler review. If you haven't, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitch.
And us harassing movie
Wait,
goers.
is it on Twitch? No, it's not on Twitch. But it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
It is
on
it's
Shameless
on the
Plug is
J,
still shameless.
Yep.
They're
on
they're
the
both
JxN
videos.
YouTube as well as my YouTube.
Exactly,
So go check it out, you
exactly.
guys.
We have clips all over the Instagrams. So
On my TikTok, because
Yeah.
TikTok is a thing. We did our Marry, Fuck, Kill on 3 Spider-Man, so that's going to be a question for the chat as well as the audio only. Marry, Fuck, Kill the 3 Spider-Mans. Go. Let me see it in the chat. Let me see it in the comic sections of the audio only podcast. And let's go ahead and hit it with intros. And I think it's been a while, so Choco, go ahead and start us off with some air hugs, bro.
Surely. These are probably needed. Chat, welcome. First and foremost, come here. Accept this air hug. So, hey, come here. I hope y'all feel that, chat, wherever you are, East Coast, West Coast, overseas. I hope you are in good health and in good spirits. If you aren't in good health, I hope you're as healthy as you can be. If you aren't in good spirits, then I hope by the end of this Spider-Man episode, then we've done our job.
Bro, Tachi, take it away, man.
What's up, guys? You already know it's the bro Tachi. I'm happy but this one is lovely hump day to have this beautiful conversation about our favorite Spider-Man. Give us all your efforts, give us all your spice. Shining guns up, baby. Y'all know we out. Pass it on to you, Gary.
What's up, you guys? This is your editor-in-chief. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. Love ya. Hope everybody's good. Hope you guys have a good holidays. If I don't see you after this episode, because I don't know what we might be doing for the rest of the week yet. I'm out of it. But yes, I'm Gary. I'm one of your hosts. Love y'all. Hope you guys get everything you want for this holiday season.
Awesome.
Joker.
What's up, guys? I'm Joker XNYC, your host. We're here. We're live, man. We're all tired right now. Today we're talking about all things Spider-Man. We saw the movie. We have the spoiler and spoiler free review on the YouTubes. And today we're not pulling punches. We're going to be talking about the whole entire thing, everything. So if you didn't see the movie,
I had enough time.
Also,
I had some time.
Guys here with us right now, let me know. I have a spoiler alert. If you guys, want me to put that up, I can. That way it gives the
I think just to be safe, we'll do a spoiler alert and then we'll we'll do a 4 count.
Okay.
Just
that
like in
sounds
the
good to
video,
me.
we'll do a 4, 3, 2, 1.
That
Let
sounds
people
good
have
to
time
me.
to mute.
Even though it's been almost a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Just a quick PSA, you guys. Not to get too political, but mask up. Mask up. This variant is out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's out here. I've already got like 3 calls of people like, yo, I got it. And I'm like, yo, stay away.
Yeah.
So
I I just got my shot.
Holy water.
So
Holy
I'm part
water.
of the zombie. I'm part of the zombie crew. I just got my shot. I'm going through it, but definitely, guys, stay safe out there. It's serious.
Yeah, especially for the holidays, especially if you're gonna be around family, just make sure, if you are gonna spend it with people, have them get checked because there's a lot of people running around here that don't even know. They don't
Yeah.
even know.
They don't know. Yep.
Like,
You don't even know.
but nah, let's continue with the episode. Chat, we're gonna keep an eye on you guys. We're gonna have Brotachi talking to you guys.
Ooh, nerdy
But we're gonna
first.
try to be as audio friendly as possible.
Yep.
So we'll probably refer to you guys at the end of the episode.
Gary.
Yes.
But remember,
Nerdy,
marry, fuck, kill.
do not forget.
Don't at me. Don't at me. She said.
Fill up that chat. I will be pointing fingers.
And then we'll find a perfect time to shout you guys out. Like as of right now, before we even get the episode started, one of our people in our chat, Nerdy, just says she will marry Tom, fuck Andrew, kill Tobey. And I'm not gonna lie, I think we got 2 people who said the same things as you, Nerdy.
Let's go. I'm biased.
Before we went live, I actually put up a poll for the group here. I didn't get to vote because I can't vote. It won't let me vote. It just let me put it up. And these guys, bro, I'm telling you,
we're always at opposition.
Yeah, pretty much. Tobey got 1 vote, Andrew got 1 vote, and Tom got 1 vote. Like there's no winning. There's no winning here.
Nah, let's say I voted for Tom. I voted for Tom. I know Brotachi did Andrew.
Of course.
So that means Choco did Tobey.
Boy.
I don't know if he really believes that or he just likes instigating.
Yeah, exactly.
So Joker, who would you pick?
Personally, before it would have been Andrew Garfield. I connected more with that guy.
Nah, you're supposed to say Miles Morales.
Yeah, that's true. Miles Morales. Actually, I like Miles Morales better.
Don't sway.
You're also supposed to be in opposition.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's not a vote. That's cheating technically.
Exactly.
I feel like it's biased. We're gonna talk about that. And get my man Miles. He's definitely the first one in the picture.
All right, let's kick it off. You guys want to start by rating, or you guys want to start by doing a spoiler-free review, following up with a spoiler review?
Well,
how are we handling this?
I have a graphic ready. The IGN's rankings.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be up on screen right now. So
we'll just spoilers live.
Apparently the Spider-Man movie is ranked by score. This is from IGN themselves. So the Spider-Man
that they grabbed from Rotten Tomatoes, you can see it right there in the corner too. So IGN don't get all the credit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes as well had a hand in.
They just put the data already available in a very
nice.
Exactly.
They just put the data available. I mean, I feel like this. Well, personally, for me, I feel like this is a very accurate representation.
Not for Brotachi.
Not for Brotachi,
Nope.
Of course.
I don't agree with that at all. I'm already tight.
So
but it is. That's true.
I can agree with that too as well.
Look at this. They started off with the Tobey Maguire one. So Spider-Man's at 90. What?
What do we?
Yeah, it's chronologically by the way that it was released.
Yeah. Okay, so then Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, 1 is 90, Part 2 is 93%, Part 3 is 63%.
Yeah.
Then you have The Amazing Spider-Man, right, at 72, and Part 2 of that at 52, which is like the lowest one here. It's fucking crazy.
Thanks. That's crazy.
Then you have Spider-Man Homecoming at 92, Into the Spider-Verse at 97, which is the highest one here.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Far From Home, 90%, and then No Way Home at 94. Like I feel like this is something that I can deal with.
I agree with this.
Yeah.
100%.
No, don't.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. All right.
I could debate with you about The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because this is actually something I know about, and I'm not just pulling shit out my ass because I don't like it.
You feel like
flip the coin. Who go first?
I got a question. I'm not even going to debate.
Go.
He gonna go first. So you feel like both Amazing Spider-Man, or at least Amazing Spider-Man 2, which was the lowest one, is better than Spider-Man 3. That's all I ask.
Only because it has a nostalgic filter on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Only because it has a nostalgic filter, I will say that 3 is better than 1 and 2.
What, a bad Venom?
Yeah, horrible bad Venom from the '70s show.
I feel like 3 only gave me this.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire,
Exactly.
facts.
Oh boy.
Tobey Maguire is the strongest Spider-Man. Don't at me.
And to say that this beats a whole movie.
Listen, man.
Man.
Without that, man, we wouldn't. Spider-Man wouldn't be a meme.
We
That
didn't
was the
get
first Spider-Man meme.
we didn't get anything from this beautiful movie from right now that we just saw. We didn't get anything from Spider-Man 3 besides Venom.
the gyrator.
No. I will say this.
Tobey
He
Maguire.
didn't even do it. He didn't even do it. in the movie.
If we're talking about this new movie, I love how they left Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Everything was redeemed in this movie for him. And it's one of the reasons why that it was trending these last 2 days. People are trying to sign a petition to get a third Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it's trending. It's trending hard. Yep.
He's getting a third, and Toby's getting a fourth.
I don't
Am I
think-
wrong?
I don't
So am I wrong
think
for being upset?
it's not that.
Amazing Spider-Man. was
I
awesome.
love where he is now, but that is because of No Way Home. I will say this though, as a credit to Amazing Spider-Man, he is the most comic Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man is the most comic accurate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
Suit
that
wise.
Peter Parker
Yeah.
is not Peter Parker. He's not. I'm sorry. Andrew Garfield is just too good looking to pass for Peter Parker.
Damn.
He's too charming. He's too good looking. He's not a nerd. He's
Peter
not.
Parker is great in the movie. Grown like Peter Parker, like I'm just a teenager.
You sorry, bro, Tati? All right, so it's Rotati Brown. All right, copy, bro, Tati Brown.
Bro.
Yeah, all right. Even with all that, that is not enough to say that it's a bad movie, which was the topic about. It's not about whether he's a good Spider-Man or Peter
Okay,
Parker.
I have
It's the
one
movie.
huge gripe.
Yeah.
All right, Spider-Man 1. His whole damn, my ESL's popping up. I lost the word. His whole
Understand.
motive of being Spider-Man is not to help people. It's not, with great power comes great responsibility. Nah, he's looking to fuck up whoever killed Uncle Ben. And
Okay.
not in a way where I'm gonna capture you and I'm gonna beat you up. No, he's looking to fuck him up.
Yeah.
That is not a superhero. If you really look at it, Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, he's kind of like an anti-hero until he gets that motivation. But until then, I mean, there's a point where he's in a car and he's like, yo, if you had a tattoo, he's like, you're lucky you didn't have a tattoo. Because this would have gotten 100 times more uglier if you did.
Which is fire. Which is all right. To rebuttal that makes
Go.
Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man even more better. Because what they showed is what Tobey Maguire actually went
True
through.
Psycho. We'll come back to that.
What Tobey Maguire came into this Spider-Man, spoiler, sorry, to show our Tom is that you will get aggressive. You will have that anger. You will not have to cope with it, which is why Andrew was so great saying, yo, after I lost Gwen, I stopped holding back my punches. Tobey Maguire didn't do any of that. I'm not even. That's how Green Goblin died. Was him just letting it happen with your rage. So all that in Amazing Spider-Man 1 was accurate. Because again, he's a kid.
But that's all retcon writing. That is all after they wrote that. That they didn't write that with that in mind.
But
a new writer
even
had
better,
to find a way to inspire and fix that writing. And that is what they came up with. That was never the intended theme of why he was that way.
But that's what that's even better. Unintentionally, just by the viewing of, again, the topic is movie. The movie made the narrative, even without them even doing it on purpose.
This new movie changed the narrative of the old movies to reconcile everything that was wrong with the other Spider-Mans.
But you said you did not like Amazing Spider-Man because Andrew Garfield was a brute. He was beating people up. He was acting all crazy. This Spider-Man just came out. Andrew Garfield revealed that that's what it was about. I couldn't control my anger. I was mad. I beat niggas up. Accurate.
I get you, Botachi,
Okay.
but that's an after-the-fact thought. That is not why they wrote him that way. They wrote him that way because they didn't understand the Spider-Man mythos.
But then
So they
obviously
retconned
did.
it in this movie and said, this is the reason why we wrote him this way. That's not what they had in mind when they put the pen to paper.
I mean, the best example of Spider-Man losing his rage will always be the cartoon way back in the day when the fake Mary Jane clone died. Spoiler alert! And Spider-Man gave us the most horrific Spider-Man cry ever, and how he chased Shocker.
Yeah,
he was
which is the Andrew Garfield bad guy. Like I don't know. I don't know why. Amazing Spider-Man is more accurate to everything I grew up with Spider-Man than like Tobey Maguire.
That's why I said his Spider-Man is the most comic accurate Spider-Man, but his Peter Parker is not.
But we're talking about movies. I understand.
If we're talking about the movies,
yes,
I agree with what everybody says. That's not a good movie. It's not a good Spider-Man movie. But I will say he had the best villains.
It gave me full Peter Parker, which was Peter Parker was a kid.
There's no way Peter Parker was fuckable before he gets bit by the spider. But Andrew Garfield was fuckable before that. He didn't need the powers. You already had Gwen Wet.
But who said the narrative of Spider-Man couldn't be sexy? That's what I'm saying. Who said that? I'm not okay. I know it's not every. The older lady in the chat, obviously niggas is killing our guy Tobey and not fucking him or marrying him. So obviously something was right. Obviously people watching comic books and something like horror. No, Spider-Man is sexy. When Spider-Man take off his mask, nobody calls him ugly. He has beautiful long hair. He's a cool young kid and he's fucking cool. That's what he is. Spider-Man, and you said it.
You keep doing this. I'm gonna bring this up right now. I'm gonna bring this up. You can count on one hand how many times Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man actually does this.
What?
Every time he shoots web, he does this. He does not do this in the movie at all.
Andrew does the most.
He doesn't do this in the movie at all. If you don't believe me, go watch it again because I did not. You can count on one hand how many times he does this.
Hey, real quick.
That's the only thing you got to get right with Spider-Man, and he don't even do it.
Real quick, if you guys want, come over. I actually bought all the Spider-Mans in 4K, so.
How much? Chat. Let us know who's the better Spider-Man besides Peter Parker.
Hold on. I see what you're doing. Hold on. I see what you're doing though.
Definitely.
I see what you're both saying. You both make valid points. Gary the Meow has the point where Andrew has the best Spider-Man aesthetic. But as a Peter, he's kind of
a fire name.
It's like you're
I might just change my name.
Like you're Clark Kent when your Superman looks like a regular Superman, bro. The glasses don't change shit. Like
true,
that's what he's saying for Andrew.
But Clark
has that feel. That's why everyone's trying to marry Andrew, and everybody's trying to smoke Tobey.
Tobey looked at 30 when he was supposed to be a 13-year-old. What do you mean?
Peter Parker from the Amazing Spider-Man will kill it at Hot Topic. He's a skateboarder. Come on, bro.
Exactly. But
there's a reason why the first scene you see with that movie's Flash Thompson, they can't even bully him because it just wouldn't be realistic.
But Peter Parker was cool. He was not OD nerd. He was not
psycho.
He wasn't getting like it just didn't have a Flash Thompson or Eddie Brock.
No, they had a Flash Thompson, which is one of the best scenes I would say. You know, when Uncle Ben dies, one of the good scenes is that we actually see Flash Thompson actually, we think that he's gonna bully Peter, and then he just goes in for a hug and he's like, "Yo, I'm sorry for your loss." That's an amazing scene.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Like he went through everything Spider-Man went through. Period. Everything was Cap. Tobey, stop. You look like you was 30. Stop it. The webs coming from the whole thing. No, I'm still not. That's why I'm so happy they made fun of it.
The MTV.
I mean, that's kind of comic, though.
It's comic for a verse. Like we had that conversation. That's a separate issue they had to put in, like a sub. So it's not like I don't get it.
And in the cartoon, it's canon.
Tobey don't even got good hair. He don't got good hair.
He got mask hair, bro.
He got mask hair.
He's mad extra. Like not Spider-Man. He can't.
I will say this too. Amazing Spider-Man does have the best banter. Yeah, he does have he's fucking hilarious.
Because Spider-Man cuts ass while you fighting you.
Do I like this?
So that's why Tobey's the best. That's what I'm saying. Tobey's the best Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Andrew is the best Spider-Man.
Yep.
And Tom Holland is however you feel about him.
I think Tom Holland the best Peter Parker.
There's a lot of scenes that I also like from Amazing Spider-Man. It's just the movie for the mythos doesn't make
It didn't
sense
go
to me.
nowhere. Yeah, it didn't go
doesn't
nowhere.
make sense.
I said that immediately once.
But there is beautiful scenes. I mean, the one with Dr. Connor and he's in front of the thing and he's just, the reflecting of the arm. That's a beautiful scene. There's a lot of scenes that are really good. But then this is my issue.
The whole Lizard Man scene is beautiful.
This is my
issue.
There's another issue in the movie. The Gwen
Sarcasm,
Stacy.
I see you defending you nerds.
Gwen Stacy doesn't work in this movie because we know what's gonna happen to Gwen Stacy.
Okay.
You don't kill the Lois Lane. You don't kill the Mary Jane.
I mean,
Spider-Man did it. It broke. It wasn't even in the internet, but it broke standards. So that's there already. So once you see Gwen Stacy, you know already what's gonna happen.
I mean, we kinda, but it took a while for it to get there. That scene still feels. Yeah. I may be a cold-hearted savage, but that's yours.
Yeah.
That's why, like I said, I called it. But we'll get to that part
We'll talk about that in our spoiler review. Because there's a lot of things, like in the video you guys will see. If you guys, even if you did see it, I said that the movie was a 9.5. I might have to take it down to an 8 after really thinking about it because of the trailers.
Yeah,
good 8
because of the trailers. The trailers really fucked up this movie for me. Because for the first half hour, we're just watching the trailers again.
Yeah.
And that's how usually goes.
The trailers. Everything doesn't pop off until nothing really pops off until the last trailer we saw, which is him fighting with Doctor Strange. After that, then it's a whole movie. We don't know what's happening.
You know what's funny? That scene was I remember how in the original trailers for Last of Us 2, they had the whole red herring that spoiler Joel was still alive, and in the game found that was all a lie.
The whole guitar trailer.
Think about that Doctor Strange trailer. When he was in the wild in the open, it was canyons and all that. Now picture that scene in your head from the movie. It ain't the same now, is it? The train formation is different. The background where it happened is different. Hey, Bobby, I'm just saying. Hey, West Side W, you said.
But it does go to say that the trailers. Yo, I just noticed you have a Sons of Anarchy hoodie. That's amazing, bro.
Oh yeah. Come on, man.
That's crazy because I've been looking at bikes. I'm not saying. Listen, if we getting bikes for this summer, we're gonna be a menace in all of New York. Let me know.
I got you. Got that devil in my eye. Come on, man.
Anybody has any arguments about the Amazing Spider-Man? Because it is the lowest rating movies out of all of them.
I don't agree with it.
I just don't feel like it shouldn't be the last one. I'm not saying
it shouldn't be
the best one. I'll obviously tell you about one ranking, but nah, to be last.
Joker, do me a favor. Can you put up the thing on the screen again? Let's re-rank it.
The ranks.
Go through everybody and have it re-ranked.
Right.
For one more time, y'all can see the rankings. W was over side.
I love me a good meme.
All right, so it goes by chronological order. So what we're gonna do is, you see where Spider-Man is at. We'll make that the top, and then where Spider-Man No Way Home is in will be the bottom of the poll. So, Brotachi, start. What would be your top movie?
My top movie, honestly, is Tom Holland's movie. With No Way Home. Far From Home.
Last one.
The last one with Mysterio. That's my favorite one.
Oh, the second one.
The second one. And if I can't get the name, sorry, guys, I'll do about trilogy and numbers. So that's a 3, 2, 3. That was my favorite one. It gave me everything. I feel like Tom is the best Spider. I like Peter Parker. I like him as a kid. I love his relationship with MJ and his boy. I like that he's young. Of course, Iron Man recruited him, which is my favorite character in all Marvel. That's my number one. Number two, of course, I feel like it's Amazing Spider-Man 2. I fucking love Amazing Spider-Man 2. And this, for me, I guess, bias is it's graphics-wise. And it gave me Spider-Man. I liked it Gwen as the lady of the movie, not Mary J. It gave me something different from the 1, 2, 3 I had from Spider-Man 1, 2, 3 with the Wax Spider-Man. And I just really liked it. It gave me a cool feel. Like he was feeling. It gave me a lot of high school Spider-Man, stressed Spider-Man. I was young. I was a teenager. I was going through the same stuff. it gave me a lot of sense of that responsibility with a lot of pressure. And at the end of it, he wasn't successful. Was the first time I ever felt that way, because every Spider-Man quotate this, I'm gonna win at the end, and yay. So he was the first one to me, and I felt the hardest lesson besides Uncle Ben or Aunt Ben, or Aunt May, or Uncle May. So and number two, and then like just fast forward through like and without any explanations. After that, Spider-Man 2, because of the Dr. Octopus Dr. Octopus Spider-Man scene going down the building, into the train, into all that classic that jumps up a lot. Then I go into this Spider-Man we just saw right now, No Way Home. It's beautiful. I'll get the names. Spider-Man 1, nostalgic, of course, because that was my first one I ever saw. I went to the movie theater to see Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, all of them by myself, dolo. That's what I do. Then I made Spider-Man 1 and introduced me to Andrew. Yes, Andrew. Then Spider-Man. Oh, that's sponsored by
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Andrew, boy, you already know. Shotgun, one look and it's over. Then Spider-Man: Homecoming, of course, introducing Tom. It will be the GOAT at the end of all of this. He has Avengers support. Again, that was the first time that Iron Man recruited him out, so he's my favorite besides Civil War on the roots. And then last but least, let me change my freaking saying. Spider-Man 3 is trash.
Wait, did you mention Into the Spider-Verse?
He hasn't. That's
Into the Spider-Verse, honestly, guys, is above all. I like that's
okay,
0.5.
That ranking 97% is pretty accurate for me.
Yeah,
I think that'll be the first for everybody, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's why I kind of, if it is me or not, it's like a 0.5 to me, because that's totally different compared to all the Spider-Man movies. Yeah. It's animated, which I love anime. It brings Miles in. It's a standalone until we get to part 2. I feel like give me everything fulfilled. So that solely is number 1.5. If I don't have to mention the actual.
All right,
Spider-Man.
give me one before we move on, and Choco gives us his listing. Give me one reason why Spider-Verse is your number 1.
Story, awesome.
Just one. What about the story?
The way they introduced a new character, all the information they gave us, the world they put us in, the music, the visuals, just everything they put together in the first movie. So and it's animated. So
Choco, let's get your list real quick.
Finger snap for Bros. Finger snap.
Nerdy, yes. Spider-Man 3 is trash.
Let's see. If we're going, first of all, I'm just give you my top 3. Then we'll go down the list. Okay. I'm all bias aside. Into the Spider-Verse is number 1. I don't know. No question.
I think we could skip that one. So
we'll put that as the number 1. Blam. Yeah. That's like the number 1 star.
That's stuck. Right, it's like with a lock.
That's champion. All right. So number 1 of the division, number 1 of that division will be Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, like I said earlier, has some of the best scenes. That's when he first, that whole original Doc Ock is crazy. That whole scene when he's chilling with Mary Jane, we're just chilling. Spider said, "What the? Catch the car!" Oh, like all the whole train pull scene, like
the diarrhea meme.
That's a fact, bro. Like that scene is so great. Even Tom had to do it. All the other Spider movies did the same. Like that's just amazing. Number 2 of the division, of the Spider-Man division, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. When when Gwen, like that shit to the fields. Him chasing Gwen down that tunnel and just catching her and
yeah, exactly.
He just fought Electro, and right after he finished fighting Electro, he fought Green Goblin, and then I say for what?
You know what messes that whole movie up for me?
Like 15 minutes of what?
You know why I just can't connect with it? You know what messes up that whole movie for me? Fucking you're a fraud, Spider-Man. I can't take it serious, bro.
That happens, but I do blame Andrew for that because he didn't listen to the father. The father told him, "Don't leave my daughter alone." But third in the division.
Power of the pussy.
Yeah, third in
Powder meow.
Now you know whose fault it is in that movie. It's actually Aunt May's, because he was actually gonna go through with it, and that would have been very interesting if he did. But Ame was like, nah, bro, go get that dick wet.
It's
all May's fault.
It's a
He
responsibility.
is one of the worst Ames.
Or the meow meow.
Yeah.
Nah, Tobey Maguire's Ame is the worst.
3 in the division. I want to say either Far From Home or No Way Home, because I'm still debating on how I feel from No Way Home. That shit is still. It's either a good 8 or a solid 9 in me. It's just because most of the marketing cap. Still a great movie. You know what I'm saying? It was a little dry, a little too much mushy for me. Like, wrap it up. You gonna kiss the shorty, bro. Don't be just.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, so I'm gonna put Far From Home ahead of No Way Home.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, definitely because of the lack of Venom, the lack of it not being a Sinister 6 or a Sinister 5. I know somebody wants to pull semantics. Oh, it's not supposed to, there's no Sinister 6. I don't care. 6. Venom would have made it 6. It counts as 6. Don't pull semantics on the word Sinister. Not playing that game. Yeah. Exactly. Like, that excuse to have the Venom symbiote in the MCU ruins that shit from being a 10 for me. Ruins it. And a bunch of other stuff, because I nitpick. I like a good story. I nitpick. I'm sorry. So yeah, 3rd would be Far From Home. 4 would be maybe the first Spider-Man. 5 would be the Amazing Spider-Man 1. No. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 1. Homecoming was cool. No. I can't do that. Because last, of course, will be Spider-Man 3. Even though I love Bully Maguire. That meme will always be the greatest. But Spider-Man 3 is the worst, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
And
Bully Maguire is the best Spider-Man, don't care. His power level is over 9,000. But that meme makes it that way. Facts. Yeah. Don't look at me like that, bro. Tati.
Yeah.
The power of the meme is too great. You know what I mean? But that's still the last movie. Spider-Man 3 is still the worst movie.
All right. What's your one reason for Into the Spider-Verse?
I want to say, since Bro Tachi already mentioned the story, because that story is, because how it connects is amazing. Yeah. I want to say the interactions with all the other Spider-Man, because the best thing about Into the Spider-Verse is that it's not a Miles story per se. It's a Spider-Man story.
Yeah.
And because he's the example of what Tom Holland should be. Feel me? Because when he comes in, he's still, what do I do? He sees the old Spider-Man, our Peter in a sense. Yeah. Old bumbly. I've done all this. This shit is tragic. Oh, my life, I lost everything trying to save the world mad times.
I could definitely build on that.
Feel me?
Miles in that movie was a surrogate for the audience.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everything he's experienced, we're experiencing for the first time, and that's why we were able to connect with him.
And that's why the best fighter was Spider-Gwen, the one that the vice versa, the one that my best friend died. Who was that friend that died? Peter. The overall reason why I loved it was because it wasn't just a Miles story; it was a Spider-Man. Yeah. A
Spider-Man and women story.
All right, we're not with that X people. Spider. but yeah, I know what I mean. Movie. It's a Spider-Man movie. So yeah. I'll pass it to them.
For me, I go 100% with how the list is made.
Yeah.
And my reason for liking Into the Spider-Verse, that one scene when Miles is jumping off the building and he's falling down, and it's just that invert.
You just saying that for the Air Force Ones, bro. You're not low.
Bro, I've never in my life tried to get on StockX or sneakers trying to get more than those fucking sneakers and fuck scalpers, bro.
The ones.
Not just any ones. I wanted those ones. I wanted those ones. And you know what's crazy? In this movie, Tom Holland is wearing ones when he goes and sees Doctor Strange, and them shits is sold out too. They was doo-doo.
I didn't even know.
That colorway was doo-doo, and they're sold out now.
You know how it goes. Famous person wears them, comes back in style, sold out. You know how the price goes up.
But that one scene where he's just like what is it? I think
I'm like, let's go,
falling,
dang.
but he propels up. It's
Yeah.
just, yo, that's just beautiful.
Talk about it.
That's when he spray painted the suit.
Yeah,
and he's
he
like,
spray painted
Yeah.
the suit.
It's
He
my
finally
time.
made it his
Yeah.
own.
ah.
Everybody had a stake in the story.
Chill,
You know,
Goosebumps, chill,
Peter
chill,
B.
chill, chill.
Parker.
That's
Like, it
how
was
you
just
do
so
stakes. You
great.
see that Marvel? No way
That's
home
why.
was
That's
cool,
why
but
I'm
where was
so
the
hyped
stakes,
for this
baby?
new movie and the fact that it's a big enough script that they have to break it into 2 parts.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I love that. I love that because it's a
Definitely excited
lot
for
that
the
they're
second
gonna put
one.
in. We're gonna finally see an Indian Spider-Man. You know, brown people are
Fire.
gonna finally get their
Time to shine.
their time to shine with, you know, that Spider-Man as well as Miss Marvel whenever she decides.
99.
Yeah,
So-
2099.
I'm not a fan of tokenism, but you know, all whitewashing.
Any representation is good.
I keep to the bean. I am a nerd. I am a weeb. I am all for how it should be. Feel me? I'm not a fan of tokenizing, and I'm not a fan of whitewashing. But if it's how it is in the comics, I'm for it. But your comic was trash and it didn't
Then
sell.
you're gonna love the reason why my score went from a 10 to a 9.5 to an 8, because that was one of the biggest issues I had with this movie.
I came out the theater saying it. It is a good 8 to a solid 9, depending on how you feel.
Sarcasm has a.
How about
good
you,
question.
Joker? How's your list looking?
But do you guys think it'll live up to the first one?
Yeah, for the Spider-Verse stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
before we get off the Spider-Verse.
I really do.
Yeah.
It depends on how it goes, because the art
Because
style is
it seems like we're gonna get a very experimental change of animations between universes, and that's gonna bring a really fresh thing to storytelling.
Yeah, see what Spider-Gwen's animation world looks like. Yeah.
It won't fail. It won't fail. Definitely won't fail.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
my ranking is exactly what's on the screen right now again. You know,
Oh, y'all hate
exactly
it.
that.
Just like me, basically. Yeah.
You know,
Of course, y'all too. See,
but if
For
I
the
can
first time ever.
lower the Tobey Maguire ones and raise up the Amazing Spider-Man ones, that'll be even better. Because I feel like I connect more with Andrew Garfield.
So you don't agree with it then?
No, I know. Like, I agree. Yeah, I don't 100% agree with it. But I feel like
Sorry,
I think
same,
agree with you and disagree
but
with you.
different.
right, exactly. Same but different. Yeah.
2 Chain boys.
Nah, but actually, like Andrew, I prefer more the Andrew Garfield movies than I do the Tobey Maguire movies. You know, I'll watch them, but
I could say I have like a guilty pleasure with watching the Tobey Maguire movie.
nah, I can't.
Like,
man.
it has a nostalgic filter over it, and the special effects hold up. They're not that bad.
What?
They're not that bad. It's
What?
if you
So is the
watch
Tobey
it.
and Andrew?
If no, I didn't say it was
Spider-Man
better than
2,
Andrew. I
yes.
said they hold up. They hold up.
We're talking about what is better. Again,
No. If it's better, then of course the Amazing Spider-Man came after. It would be completely ass if the first ones were better than the new ones.
Yeah.
Do you be
Joker,
surprised
what's your
how often
ranking?
that's the case?
Joker,
Yeah.
what's your ranking? What's your actual ranking?
Well, my actual ranking, I'll show you guys right now. So let me on screen. Oh wait, not that one.
Not that
There's a
ranking,
picture
that
of Joker like this.
Yeah, exactly.
He had
Hold
his
on.
calendar out. He had
I
the
got you
calendar.
guys. I got you guys. One second. I didn't have enough time
The JxN Crew calendar.
to put
You already
this
know.
up there.
Coming out January 1st, guys.
JxN Crew calendar, yeah. The fire, like a fireman calendar and shit, right?
For your pre-orders and now. The snake.
And Sir John's.
All right.
Python.
Here you go.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna put
was
it
the
up right
only
now.
man
This is
we
my
got
actual
till the
ranking.
new
Right
film.
here.
But Toby did good for a first. Know what I'm saying? But that's how it always goes
Fact.
for the
He
first.
set a precedent of superhero movies. He wasn't the first. He
Yeah.
wasn't the first because we have to go ahead and give the flowers to the first superhero movie to date, which was fucking Blade. Had
Facts.
it
Talk
not
about
been for
it.
Blade, we would
Technically
have
the first
never.
Marvel movie.
If it wasn't
Talk
for Blade,
about it.
yep.
He was the first.
If it
he
was
started
not
it
for
off.
Blade, which I'm
He's black.
hyped for too when it drops,
Yeah.
we would not
Is
be
that
in
going
this
to be
shit.
a?
Part of the MCU,
My,
yes.
my bad. Is that going to be a movie or a series? The Blade.
Nah, movie.
Nah, I heard movie.
It's gonna be a movie
Awesome.
because they got an Oscar-winning fucking actor playing
Yeah,
Blade.
exactly. Yep.
Oh, it's over.
They not gonna
It's
make
over.
that into a.
Who's playing Blade?
The dude who
The
played the
homie
bad guy
from-
from what was it? Luke Cage.
Yes.
From,
Who
Moonlight.
played Cottonmouth?
Oh, that's my guy. Come on.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Really amazing actor. So he's playing Blade. I can't wait for that.
All right, That's a beautiful list right there. Because
Even though he's not Cottonmouth no more, I'm glad he's played. Yeah.
Yeah, which is gonna be weird to explain that, but because now Daredevil was in the MCU.
You like my list?
True.
I love
is
your
in the
list.
MCU now.
Welcome, Sir John. If I'm saying your name right,
Sir
welcome
Johnson.
to the Spider-Man chat. You already know. Welcome to the chat. We have questions out there. Who would you marry, fuck, or kill?
Yeah,
Marshall.
I can't even say it. Ali. I butchered that. Oh,
That's crazy. Oh, Marshall.
We all sound like freaking what's this guy's name?
Nah, because it's either I say
Fiction,
too American
Danny
or
from,
I
Grease.
put too much emphasis on it, and that's usually my
I
problem.
feel like I just said a prayer.
But he's a great actor. He's an amazing actor. He has the
So this is my ranking. This is my ranking. Spider-Verse, followed by No Way Home, then the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, followed by Homecoming, Far From Home, and then the Tobey Maguire's 1, 2, and 3. Exactly in that order. This is my list. This is my actual.
It's exactly what Rotachi said. It is
exactly, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. That's why I couldn't hold that.
Sheridan was like, hold up.
Right.
It's exactly the same as the
There's
thing,
like maybe 2 placements that are the same in that list that was in the original list.
Exactly.
One and
then
2.
my reasoning behind Spider-Verse, exactly what Rotachi said, exactly what Choco said. I like the story, and I like the direction it was heading in. Personally, as well, I like cinematography. I took cinematography in high school, and I like how they went from 24 FPS in the beginning, like all kind of like glitchy and whatever, and then as he progressed, like like learning his powers, getting his powers, and like really like feeling confident and stuff, it went from like 60 frames per second after that. Like it was just great,
I didn't even know that. I didn't
shit.
know that.
Yeah.
That computer
I didn't even
shit.
know that. That's amazing.
If you pay attention to the movie, like
I know that there was like a slowdown because they also did an update where you could do that with a special suit in the Miles Morales game.
Yeah.
Where it kind of had that kind of glitchy kind of feel to it. But I didn't know that. That's actually amazing.
Yeah. So as he progresses throughout the movie, gaining confidence, learning his powers and stuff, the picture gets way better and clearer, and like and also it goes from like almost like a box frame, like a 4x3 to a 16x9 after that. Especially that it goes into higher frames per second.
Especially in the last part when they train all the colors.
Before we move away from the segment, everybody put your hands up and just say, "Hey."
Hey.
It was also dope to see. And another great thing that I loved about that movie was it was great to see that the Prowler was his uncle that passed away. And I didn't even notice that. My ex, who was not a fan of superhero movies, she was like, "Oh, so that's his uncle," and I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah."
The problem was the man had a bad theme song.
It wasn't that I didn't know that was his uncle. It's just I didn't put 2 and 2 together because in my head it's always Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
But then when it was his uncle that passed away, I was like, "Damn, how you catch that?" I didn't catch that. This is my 4th time watching this movie.
That's I'm blind.
And he was the bad guy. When he gave him the Metro card. Yep. He was like, "What? How you know my name?" He already filled it out. He was like, "Come on, son." Writing. We talking about writing.
You talking about the game? You talking about the game?
Yeah.
You talking about the game? I was talking about the movie.
Movie.
All right, you guys want to quickly rate the movie and then just jump into spoilers? Because I feel like if anybody wants a true spoiler-free a review of Spider-Man, you could go hit the video.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like it's already it's about to be a week since the movie came out.
Where you can find the video at?
It is on the JxN Crew YouTube Crew as well as my YouTube as well.
Gary the Lions.
Which is?
If y'all want. Gary the Lions. Gary the Lions.
That's Gary the Lians. That's snail spelled backwards. I know I just blew your minds.
That's crazy. I never noticed that. What?
I threw in.
Wait, Rotashi, are you serious right now?
I swear to God, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, dang.
Why did I always call Gary the meow?
I'm trying. I got a shotgun.
I can't use Gary the Snail because copyright, but I could use Gary the Lions.
Exactly.
Oh my God! I never put that together.
Yeah.
Stop! I'm in the Matrix.
I'm in the Matrix.
That's why Choco
guys in
go
the chat, I
meow.
put in the link tree and I put in the spelling for Gary.
His mind is
He
really blown right now.
He just realized why I always say Gary to me out. He just realized that.
The veins on his forehead is popping up and everything.
It's crazy. I
Yeah.
never, everything came together so
What
fast in my
happened? Your
head.
Shuriken didn't work in this one?
Bro,
Nah, he turned him
I bet-
off for the podcast.
it just shot, guys. It just shot. Give me a week.
Oh my god. So what we doing? We doing spoiler review now?
No, we're just gonna rate it. I think a spoiler-free review. I think it's enough. I think we did one. Everybody's done one. I think it's time to get to the spoiler thing. So let's just quickly rate it. 8.
Facts.
Yeah, 8. I
give it a strong 8.
Yeah. I give it like an 8.5. I just like the story and like all that shit, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that really got me.
Yeah. Good 8, solid 9, depending on how you feel.
Yeah, I give it a good 8. I give it a good 8, 8.5. Yeah, just only because the ending, the after credit with the whole Venom thing. I really wanted to see Venom in this shit.
Yeah, that really affected my rating too. Not because I could have given 2 shits if Venom showed up or not, but the way they did it, the way they handled that,
I put the spoiler up.
fucking
Damn, I
clickbait.
can.
Straight up clickbait.
True.
Straight up clickbait.
But it definitely.
But now we're getting to the spoiler point of our reviews of the Spider-Man movie. This is your countdown for those listening. There's your countdown for the people in the live chat.
Yep.
4,
3.
2.
1.
Spoiler.
All right, let's get into it.
I see you, Nerdy. Spoil it for me.
Spoil it for me.
Nerdy's like, I'm ready. My body's ready.
I'm happy you waited. You didn't want to see the movie, Nerdy. You just waited for us to tell you about it. That's what I'm talking about. Dedication, guys. Dedication.
Lady Crossheart came back just in time.
Right.
Just in time.
Yeah.
She knows. She heard. She had the feeling. You know?
Her spider
Her
senses.
spidey senses tingle.
Just in the feeling.
All right, who wants to go first? Or you just want to make it an open discussion?
Open discussion.
Open
Or we
discussion.
talk about
Free
it.
for
Yeah,
all.
we talk about it from the beginning, how it started off, or to the end. Let's talk about it. We always did.
It's like I
before
said
that-
in the beginning. What's up? Before that, what?
Yeah. Before that, guys, we really did go see it together. It's a great experience. If you haven't seen the video, go see the video. It's great. It's all of us
definitely
together
have to.
in person.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun time. Yeah, Gary, I'm sorry.
It's like I said earlier. The trailers really fucked up the beginning. The beginning to like maybe the beginning of the middle of the whole movie.
I agree, sarcasm.
It's like I've been saying I didn't need all them trailers. I don't know what the hell is going on with the movie industry where they feel like they need to give us 20 fucking trailers, all 5 minutes each.
Facts.
Like if we're not gonna watch this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And it came out like 2-3 weeks before the movie came out. Like, here you go, guys.
Bro.
7 trailers.
Because you know why, Gary? The industry standard, if you've noticed it for the last definitely few years, is you said it earlier. It's that most of the trailers that they take, especially the big action scenes, they are literally from the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie. Literally every time.
Yeah.
And if it's from a later part, it's always edited differently from how it is in the trailer to the movie.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it was. I felt like all the trailers was really from the first like 30 minutes of the movie, and the only part that was edited was when Spider-Man jumps at Sandman and Electro. It was
I didn't need none of that. And Marvel's been doing that, and I could pinpoint when they started doing this shit. They started doing it in the Civil War movies. Had they never showed a Spider-Man, you know how fucking crazy the theater would have been had they just seen them?
100%.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
That's like MCU. That's it. I already invested 10 years of my life. I'm watching all your movies till I die. You don't have to sell me on it.
Because you know why? They have to now.
Fuck, we paid $30 each one of us to watch fucking Black Widow.
It's because they know after Infinity War and Endgame, they've lost a good majority of people that are diehards. So they know that anything that would be, oh, that's crazy, they have to put in the trailer or somehow have to leak it somehow to get more hype for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with Gary. You don't even need all that, just because like the actors didn't even like Tobey and Andrew. They didn't even give anything out, so we wouldn't even.
Usually it's
know
Tom.
Usually
Can you imagine if they was fucking quiet about it and you would have never known?
Yeah, because the trailers.
You would have never known. And the first time you saw that there was gonna be another Spider-Man was when Ned
I would have cried.
Hit this shit, hit the wall.
Oh my god, that goosebumps. They're
Come
like,
on, bro. Like you're ruining a lot of the experiences just for marketing, and
Mm-hmm.
it's ruining the movie because like I said, it doesn't kick off until after the Doctor Strange fight.
yeah, when they go into to
After
buckle.
that, that's completely uncharted waters. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Hmm. And then it should get kind of
And they
crazy. It's more
went
like
in.
story and build up. Yeah,
They took a lot of chances with the writing, and it paid off in a lot of ways.
yeah, definitely did. Because it
I
kicked
would-
right off from the beginning. Like in the beginning, I didn't expect him to go to Doctor Strange so fast. Like I thought it would be like like kind of at the hour point, but nah, it was spell, fuck up, and we out. Like first 30 minutes, and then it's more like build up, build up, build up.
Yeah.
I like that it was biased again. I like Sandman and Shocker to lead it off.
Yeah.
To kind of like set the standards because they were the more controversial. Well, even though Dr. Ock did, but they're more impactful, which kind of gives me more credibility to the first Spider-Man movies. Dr. Ock and Green Goblin pop out. Oh my God!
I mean,
Green Goblin stole the movie.
We could just take it away
Yeah,
right
for
now.
sure.
Willem Dafoe stole
Hell
that
yeah.
whole
Stole.
fucking
Yeah.
movie, and there was 3 Spider-Mans in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Easily the coldest part of the entire movie
Yep.
is when they're going into the room and they're like, "Yo, are you good?" He's like, "Oh, you think I'm Norman?" I was like,
Just me here. Did anybody get Hobgoblin feels when he broke the mask and then he just only was wearing the hoodie? I felt like he was Hobgoblin, man.
But,
I got
but if they did
Hobgoblin
Hobgoblin,
feels when Ned kept talking about how he won't turn bad on Peter.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
The
comics-
best friend.
yeah.
Because in the comics, he's the Hobgoblin.
Oh, I
Yeah.
never noticed.
So that's when I started getting the feels, and I'm like, yo, every movie that comes out, my man's is getting skinnier and he's getting stronger.
Yeah.
And one of the friends, it's the bad thing about Spider-Man mythos. One, you're gonna lose either your aunt or uncle. Two, one of your best friends are gonna turn into one of your greatest villains. Easily. That is literally on every Spider-Man.
And
mythos.
that is precedented already in each universe. You know, Tobey with James Franco's turning into the Green Goblin.
Best friend.
Did Andrew Garfield have a? No, he didn't have a best
And
friend.
please,
You could
don't
you
forget
could
the
argue
motherfucker.
His best friend
right?
was Gwen Stacy.
You could kind of count Dr.
Gwen Stacy or
Connors,
the Professor. Yeah, either Gwen Stacy
Yeah.
or the Professor,
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
because he truly confided it in with the Professor.
Yeah.
And he knew
Sure.
his dad. He
And
knows
then
my dad.
Ned, they're kind of hinting on that because I can't see Flash Thompson as a Venom.
Yeah.
They made him
Nah.
way too goofy in this new movies.
He could. I thought that originally,
Yeah,
because
me too,
especially in
me too.
Tobey's universe, Flash. When we talked about Flash Thompson earlier, I was like, "Oh shit, right!" And that Flash Thompson is from Hunger Games. He's still,
Yeah.
but in our universe, Flash Thompson is the comedic
Because
relief. In this.
you know what it is exactly what Jump Street said. You remember 22 Jump Street with where back in the days when they made movies, the nerds were the nerds, but nowadays the nerds are the coolest kids in the school.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff.
My name Jeff.
My name's
Yeah.
Nerd.
So that's the issue. That's why
I
they
love
can't
21
make
Jump
Flash
Street. Oh
Thompson
my
was a fucking
God,
bully
bro.
because it wouldn't be PC anymore.
True.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be PC. There's no more bullies. There's not. I'm sorry.
Man, tell that to anime and manga.
Question.
And tell
Question
you
for
how many.
sarcasm.
I hear. My bad.
Was Harry in number 2? Was Harry in Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
He was in.
Ah.
no, he turned. Was he in two?
Yeah,
He
he
turned the
was.
Hobgoblin into.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
at
was
the end,
in the
yeah.
second
At
one.
the end, that's when
Yeah, he's the reason that
he
Gwen
breaks
Stacy
the he
found
breaks
it.
the
mask.
window and yeah.
It's
So
behind him.
I was right. And every
I don't know.
for every friend turns bad.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
Harry
no.
was-
We're counting
Remember-
Dr. Connor as
No, but
That-
pretty much
that-
every Spider-Man. Like
Yeah.
Tobey had
Nah, I
James
think
Franco,
what
Amazing
you're
had
saying is-
Harry.
Nah, but Harry was in Spider-Man 2, but that was after he was going through his whole little.
Yeah.
Remember he got sent away
But,
and
but
everything.
I came
she's
back
asking
and
about
my
Amazing
dad
2.
died.
He wasn't in Amazing 2, but Dr.
Yeah, he
Connors was that Universe Peter's friend.
No, he wasn't.
Wait, he was.
Yeah,
He was
Gary,
the
you're
Green
messing it up.
Goblin.
He wasn't too.
And
Wait, Harry?
Amazing
Oh
Spider-Man,
yeah.
he wasn't. He came back.
I dead ass quoted
It was
him
him and
everything,
Shocker.
too.
It was him and Shocker.
I
Yeah,
dead ass
too.
quoted him and I completely forgot.
I was
You're a
like,
fraud, Spider-Man.
Yep.
I could. That's how forgettable that.
That's how much you don't like
Oh
it.
my God!
That's how much
Shots.
you don't like it.
That's how forgettable that motherfucker was.
You heard me.
I have not
You heard
seen
me.
Dane DeHaan in any other movie after that. He was in that movie, and then he was in that weird, scary movie, and then that also
Damn.
flopped. And I haven't seen him in nothing after that.
Wow, Jamie Foxx got a whole new body. Let's go. Like
You want to talk about Jamie Foxx, bro?
he did it.
I'm gonna
He's
say
a better
some
actor.
I liked
controversial
him,
shit
low-key.
about Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx.
yeah. Wait,
All right, you want to hear it? You want me to talk about it?
Man, we
Your
got time.
words.
We got time. We
What I
got
do.
25 minutes.
Yeah, we got
Outside-
25 minutes.
Outside of Django, I don't think Jamie Foxx is a good actor.
give me examples though.
And it's only because
Everything.
in Django, if you really
Everything
pay
other than
attention,
Django.
Django don't really talk much.
Yep.
Ray wasn't good.
No,
No.
All right, Ray wasn't good.
that was a horrible depiction of a blind person.
This is true. I liked it. I think Jamie Foxx is a great actor.
No,
I feel like
What's
Writers-
the movie with
writers might not claim it.
Gerald Butler?
I might go with names.
When he was the lawyer and Gerald Butler was.
Law Abiding Citizen.
Yes.
Law-abiding citizen.
Great movie.
Yes.
But we don't care about that because the other guy's in it, right? The other Russian guy's in it. So you're gonna say he's a good actor, right? Even though Jamie
I've
Foxx
never
is the
seen
main guy.
that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You never seen Law Abiding
It's always
Citizen?
like that. It's always like that.
I'm gonna put it on my list.
Yeah, it's actually a good movie. It's mad crazy.
But is
I
it
like
good
that.
because of Jamie Foxx?
Collateral
Or is
was
it good
good
because
too,
of
Sir
Nah,
John.
nah,
Facts.
Collateral
Collateral
was
was good too.
Chronicle
It's
is
good because-
fire. Yeah. Nah, I'm
Chronicle,
gonna
yeah.
have to pull back with the Jamie Foxx shit because Chronicle was.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
okay. Nah,
yeah.
Joker.
That's
Joker,
an opinion.
Nah.
It's okay.
I don't. Yeah, it is an opinion. I
He
just
said
don't
he
think
said
he
he
did
said
it.
Chronicle, and I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it.
Because my response is like I felt like I put it on writing. You put Jamie Foxx, which is a high class actor, in a bad position. You for instance, Amazing Spider-Man isn't the top Spider-Man movie, but when you bring him, you could have brought anybody else back from Amazing Spider-Man. You could have brought back Harry. You could have brought back anybody else. But since you brought back Jamie Foxx, now his role is bigger. And according to what you said,
Bro, they barely brought back the villains. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
The Lizard and Sandman just fucking phoned that in. They wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, but nobody complained about the Lizard and Sandman.
I did. That's one of the reasons why it went down to 8.
Now, we laughed
because
about
it really
Sandman
took
at the
me
end
out of the
of the
movie.
Yeah,
It really took me out of the movie that the Lizard
And Doctor
wasn't in the
Strange
movie.
caught
That's what I
Dr.
mean.
Connors.
That's what I mean. By the writing, since Amazing Spider-Man was already rated the worst
Yeah.
movies to people, they had the worst roles, and that's not. And
That is
for a
true.
guy like Jamie Foxx, he was put in a bad position. He's trying to make the role of Shocker bigger than what people they're giving him, and you can
I
see it
would-
through his acting.
I
More
think he did
dialogue.
good
You'll
at
see
Shocker.
it through his
It was-
acting. I would just say you'll see it through better writing of the character. Because
I
I will
think
see
he-
that even
his
though I
writing was
found him
good.
annoying in the movie, that is
Yeah.
how Shocker acts.
Yeah.
But that's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
bro.
mean. They never set him up in the Amazing Spider-Man to have this role.
You're
So
right.
it seems like he's overacting what we know
Yeah.
him as.
Actually, I have
It
a
wasn't
question.
even the overacting. When
I have
he
a
was
question.
acting, I liked it. It
Yeah.
was just the fucking jokes.
That's
But-
the point.
Like you
Yeah.
said, but they even made a fun joke about it. Hey, you how you get that new used to be a little nerdy, blah blah blah, in the other one, and now you're not even you're not even anything
Yeah.
like the character in Amazing
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
exactly.
because
Yeah.
you're now Jamie Foxx now. It was your birthday. It was his birthday on the release. Like
Shout out
he's
to his
trying
birthday.
to take. You already know. Shout out to his birthday. Getting older. And so he's trying to. I felt that. I felt like, damn, this is Jamie Foxx, and you're just a shocker. That's why Green Goblin was the best. Imagine they put all the bad guys in their role. Venom, anybody else, Craven. Then
Venom would have
better.
easily stolen.
But-
Yeah, of course.
It's a
Easily.
Spider-Man. Yeah, it's a Spider-Man movie. So you gotta let Spider-Man rock.
But
I guess.
that's the point, Sir John. Shocker is one of the villains Spider-Man was always able to banter back and forth with.
True.
Feel me?
True.
Like I mentioned earlier, in the cartoon, when the fake Mary Jane dies,
Mhm.
Spider-Man bawled his eyes out. Who did he hunt down? Like he was about to run his fade. Shocker.
Mhm.
And who was trying to dip out, not trying to catch some
But it
hands?
was-
Shocker.
There was
he
a
was not
complete
cracking no
total
jokes, bro.
dissonance with his jokes, though. It was
True.
just like The first funny joke, he was like, "So y'all just gonna leave me here ass naked?" That was fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
That was hilarious because I was thinking that shit in my head
Because
myself.
it has to be natural.
Like, yo, he got no
feel me?
clothes.
It can't be
But then
forced.
it kept going, and it was like, all right. Then
But he
it
was a
kept
little
going, and it was like, come on.
antagonistic.
And then
He
it
was-
kept fucking going, and it was like,
Now
yo,
he was the
he-
comedic antagonistic. For me, he was
Yeah, he
asking
brought-
the right questions. He's like, "Why should we
Yeah.
trust these motherfuckers? Why should we like?"
I thought
I
you
hope-
were black.
here's my issue with this
That-
movie.
that was the main thing. I
With
thought
that
Spider-Man
being
was
the
black.
thing, it is good that he was the comedic antagonizer of the movie, but it's hard to explain this without making it sound good because it paid off.
Not talking shit.
Yeah.
Talking shit.
It took 3 movies for
Talk
us
about
to
it.
get our MCU Spider-Man's origin story.
Fact.
Yeah, that's true.
It took 3 movies for us to finally see Spider-Man suffer. Homecoming, not even Homecoming. We could say Homecoming.
Nah.
Since
Spider-Man-
Homecoming all the way to now, we had a fucking OP Spider-Man because
No.
of the Stark tech.
I disagree.
Yeah, but the Stark Tech really didn't come into play until the second.
Yeah,
one.
Nah,
I
it was straight up
strongly
home. It
disagree.
was in Homecoming.
But remember, Spider-Man
What
always
the-
is OP though.
Yeah.
But I know what you
But he
mean
didn't-
though.
You get
The
what I'm
Spider-
saying? At the
I
end
don't
of this
know.
movie, we finally get a Spider-Man with a homemade suit. He doesn't have none of that shit and no more because he erased everybody's memory. He does that suit, the Iron Spider, that none of that shit exists after the movie. We have an official Spider-Man whose life is crap, who has to go around and make his own webbing, and we have a true Spider-Man at the end
I
of the
mean,
movie.
nah.
So
If
to
I
go ahead
remember
and
the
fill-
first one in Homecoming, he was doing that. He didn't get his suit to the ending of Homecoming where Stark was like, "Hey,
That's
you
why-
want to
that's
join,
why-
you wanna join an
No, no, no,
Avenger?"
He got
And
it.
He was like,
he
"Nah,
got it
bro."
in the middle. He got it in the middle.
And he
Because
didn't
remember,
take it.
he had the Wednesday. He didn't take the Iron Spider until
Yeah, he
Infinity
was a
War,
Spider.
but he
That was the
had a
end.
Stark suit in the beginning of
Yeah.
Homecoming.
He had his regular suit, but even with the capability of the suit inside the movie, it wasn't full. Remember, he's gonna use the kill function. It was mad shit
Remember,
that
he gets
was
that
lacking.
that Wednesday suit at the end of Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't use the Iron
I,
Spider.
doesn't.
yeah.
No, he
I
doesn't
don't
use the
feel-
Iron Spider, not the Iron Spider. Iron Spider he uses after Infinity War. But
Oh,
he
then-
still had a Stark Tech suit
I still don't feel like that,
that
makes
did
sense.
everything for him.
But he wasn't a good Spider-Man.
I agree. I agree.
So,
he
like-
was
like,
way
he
too
wasn't-
OP in the beginning.
So I see what you
No.
mean.
No,
Not in the
no,
beginning,
no,
towards
no,
the middle
no,
and
no,
end, maybe,
no,
but not in the
I don't-
beginning.
I don't mean it like that. I mean like he wasn't OP at all. He wasn't a good Spider-Man, meaning that he wasn't a good Spider-Man. He wasn't saving mad people. He failed at mad stuff. Vulture fucked him up. He got beat up.
I
He
agree.
almost lost at the end. And because again, the lessons that he was taught by Iron Man was you're too young. You're not experienced enough. And even looking when he gets to the Avengers movies, he didn't do shit. He got erased. He didn't do nothing. When he came back from the
You were true
from the time
trusting
loop,
with Mysterio.
That's
Yeah.
why I feel like it's good writing that now he's completely starting at square one
Yeah.
because now
Yeah.
we're giving him a chance to do something on his
mature.
own,
Yeah.
officially on his
Mature.
own. Remember
I s-
now, Tony Stark is dead.
hmm
You know, R.I.P. the God.
You're right. Thank you.
He's starting from square one. I mean, you saw this was a kid who was going to get into MIT, and now he has to take his GED test.
Yeah, but
Facts.
most of his faults, most of his fuck ups are his own, so I don't feel bad. For
No,
him.
yeah. I'm not saying you have to feel bad.
Yeah,
I'm just
but-
saying the way
but-
that they wrote it, it took
Mhm.
3 movies to get an origin story, and it paid off. Because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you take that structure and put it in any movie, it wouldn't make sense. You
Right,
need to
it-
see Bruce Wayne's parents die at the beginning of the first Batman movie. You can't do that shit. Have him fight a whole bunch of people and then
You're-
kill his parents.
Agreed, sarcasm, but I see Gary's point though. It took 3 movies for us to get this character development.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then
And
you're
it
saying
only
it's a
worked
good thing though.
for him. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good thing,
yeah.
and it's hard to sell that to people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard to
He-
sell
he-
that. It took 3
Because I
movies for us
wasn't
to
liking
get
him in
here
this
with
movie,
great
I'll tell you.
power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. I just realized that. Yeah, my fucking
But
mom
it
don't again.
works. It works in
It
in
did.
this trilogy.
Mhm.
That's why I
Another-
feel like he's the best Peter Parker.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question.
What's up?
So, all the enemies that came through,
One Punch Man.
they know Peter Parker. At least they know their own
A Peter
version of Peter
Parker.
Parker. Yeah, they know
Peter
a
Parker.
Peter Parker.
Got
When did Shocker know that Spider-Man was Peter Parker?
He worked with him.
Yeah.
No, that was Green Goblin who called him with a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That's
Nah, Shocker found out through.
Wait,
Wait, how
Andrew,
did no, wait, how did they
but,
get Gwen?
yeah. Yes, he knew on the
He had
on
to
that
have
Gwen
known.
fight.
Yeah.
He knew on the Gwen fight when he shocked his mask off. 'Cause even when he came, they had a dialogue like, "Oh, Andrew spoke to him. He was like, you're something." I think he was the one who said, "You have a new body, or you're not like the way you was back then." I know you had a dialogue. I'll rewatch it.
Yeah, but then that wouldn't make sense because he unmasked himself in this movie, and he's like, "You're just a kid. I thought you would be black." That is true. Damn, that's a plot hole.
There you go.
True. Yes, he definitely said to Andrew, "I thought she'll be black."
Yeah.
No, but was that? But I felt like it was.
But then
towards,
does
like,
that mean
expectations?
does that mean
Oh,
they
no.
have to know his face or just know the name behind the mask?
No. Maybe he didn't find out until he was about like during the fight. When Bro Touch is right. When during the fight his mask came off, he's like, "Oh," but remember, all the villains said the same thing. I was doing something and then I wound up here. So maybe that's the biggest thing. It's like they'll remember seeing it, but it's like, but
And he knew Peter Parker. Like the wish was everybody who knew Peter Parker. Am I right, or not Spider-Man?
Yeah, everybody who knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. That was the spell.
Yeah,
it is a whole.
It is
a whole. They ran out of villains.
I found it. I found it weird.
You couldn't bring Rhino.
Shocker came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh yeah, I know you, Peter Parker." And it's like,
it would make sense if fucking Shocker didn't make that joke saying I thought you was black.
Yeah, exactly.
If you take that scene out,
no, but that joke we know why though.
But he didn't say I thought you was black. He said I thought you would have been black. I feel like there would have been a black wannabe.
But that's an Easter egg. We know why he said that though.
Yeah, we know why he said that, but the fact that he made it seem like he didn't know who he was, so Andrew Garfield took off the mask, makes a plot hole.
To me, it's a throwaway line that causes a plot hole. You're right.
True.
If they take that scene out, then it makes sense what Chaco's saying. Maybe, during the fight he saw it and he just put two and two together, and then at that moment is when he got displaced.
God.
That's a huge ass plot hole.
Yeah, that's good ass question, Joker.
Yeah.
Question of the day. Sarcasm said, I need a thorough explanation of the ending. What does it erase and what does it not erase? I think from my understanding is
everything.
Everything. Everybody that knew him as Peter Parker.
Yes.
So
they know of Spider-Man, but they don't know Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I disagree. Parker. I don't think nobody knows of Spider-Man.
And
it resets everything, and we finally get.
Because even
Jonah Jameson was like, "Oh, Spider-Man,
Spider-Man."
But he never says
that is it's a voiceover while he's swinging as Spider-Man at that moment.
It was actually happening.
You saw it.
Okay, so it's just Peter Parker that they.
So everything else,
anybody that knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man or knows of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
That's why he was like, "Goodbye, Peter."
Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man exists.
Like
Spider-Man exists, not Peter Parker. And then anything physical or digital also gets erased because remember Flash Thompson made that book?
Yeah.
What happened to the book?
Yeah, but then I don't like that. I really thought that Spider-Man got erased as well, and then he's starting from square one, and we have our official friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
See, you're trying to make sense of that, guy. See, what really happened was that ending ruins pretty much the entire movie. All the action and shit still happened.
Yeah.
But pretty much
that's
it
what
was
I'm saying. So then that means the Avengers know of Spider-Man. They just don't know who he is.
It was 2.5 hours of you not listening to Doctor Strange. 2 hours of you being Eric Foreman from that 70s show dressed up as Spider-Man.
Yep.
And then when you didn't listen and all your fuck-ups kept fucking up, it took you to lose everything and it may almost kill all that to come back. Oh shit, I should have listened.
I feel you, but you know what? That's Spider-Man. That is.
I mean, I feel like
Spider-Man has to fucking suffer.
He seemed too childish. That's why it was an 8, 9 to me. He made too many childish, and that's the point. He's a child. That's why to me, the entire time he was Eric Foreman to me. He wasn't Peter Parker.
No, I feel like he was Peter Parker.
No, but that's what I'm talking facetiously.
No, I get what you're saying, but even what you're talking about, even think about it. Any other fucking superhero, which is an amazing thing, the whole opposition between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, even though they're both superheroes, they had different ways of seeing what the villains were. And if you break it down into D&D shit, because now we're heavy on D&D, so I know everything. Doctor Strange kept a true neutral kind of mindset. These are villains.
Moral gray.
He's like, these are villains. They are bad. That's what they're going to be. Leave them alone. Whereas Spider-Man was a true. Is it true good or neutral good? He was true good, where he's like, nah, we're gonna help him.
True good.
Yeah. And it's like, we're gonna rehabilitate him. I'm sorry, but that is something fucking Peter Parker would do.
And how that turned out?
Good.
And he has to suffer for his choice.
Good. You lost Aunt May, you lost your friends, you lost your whole existence.
But
I don't blame Aunt May on that. I blame Uncle May. That just what had to happen.
In the words of Captain Jack, as a wise man once said, you can always kind of dishonest person to be dishonest. It's a good one you got to watch out for, because you never know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I feel like this just goes more into kind of like this. I just feel like it's nothing. I don't feel like it's nothing big. I feel like everything he went through is clearly what Gary like revealed. This is all a prequel to Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man. So all the lessons, like that's how he started off by himself. And Mary Jane, MJ in this is not Mary Jane.
I agree with that.
So all the wipe off is needed. People didn't know who Peter Parker was. He did it kind of early. He started telling people he was young. Spider-Man didn't do that. Calm down. And Mary Jane still wore, MJ still wore his broken necklace at the end of the movie, which shows something coming back. So,
they'll definitely rekindle in some way or some form.
That shit really was a prequel.
The thing about him wanting to rehabilitate, even if it was Uncle May's idea, that is a Peter Parker shit to do. He used his power responsibly, rather than just listening to Doctor Strange, and that's one of the biggest things that I liked about the movie. It wasn't just
he lost Aunt May for that.
He does, yeah. He made fucking bad decisions, and he lost Aunt May and everything. But
Uncle Aunt May.
Uncle Aunt May Rice.
She was a single parent.
But fucking that's something he would do. That he would do that shit. It's as bad as Batman always just putting the Joker in Arkham Asylum.
But that's why I said Spider-Man and Invincible have too many similarities.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I mean, how can you not write a Spider-Man without taking that? How can you not write a new superhero and make a mythos without taking some from the GOATs?
All I'm saying is, as long as we didn't get a one more day, as long as they do not pull a one more day, I do not care anymore about this. You can do whatever you want, Spider-Man. Just do not give us one more day. I do not know.
I got one more review thing to say about the movie, and then I have a very important question. One, I feel like the pacing was horrible in this movie.
Too much mushy, yes.
Too much staring. I said that shit in our video. I really, and after Choco said it and I rewatched our video, I agree. They used Daredevil in a way I liked, but they should have utilized him more. They should have utilized Matt Murdock in the courtroom. I wanted to see that happen, and they didn't use it. You know, we had some awkward I'm sorry, that whole thing with the principal and Hannibal, we didn't need that shit. We didn't need him. Yeah. It was interesting to see him in school and everybody taking pictures. We didn't need that. I would have preferred the gym teacher was saying how the courts would have handled finding out a superhero's secret identity, because we are going to go into a new phase where we're going to have heroes that are not afraid of telling people their identity. Because if Daredevil is officially in the MCU, that means everything he fucking did in the show is going to be part of this universe. So that means Luke Cage is real, and everybody knows who Luke Cage is. That means Jessica Jones is real. Everybody
we gotta find out on that one. We gotta find.
You have.
That's one of the reasons why I like where I thought that everybody forgot Spider-Man, because it would have grounded him to the low-level superheroes.
Not
like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. And
I mean, if they do that, would they keep the New York superheroes in New York, and we'll see more Spider-Man interact with Daredevil and Luke? If we see some shit like that,
listen, I'm gonna say some shit. Being from New York, Manhattan has way too many fucking heroes.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we gonna get a hero in the Bronx?
Luke
Bro?
Cage, Iron Fist, Spider-Man, Daredevil,
Yo,
Avengers
got that.
Mansion is
Yeah.
fucking there. I
got
mean, I
that
know I'm
shot.
in
Floating
Yonkers,
wherever
and at
he
least we
wants
have
to.
the X-Men, but fuck, bro.
We got Static Shock.
That's a
Static
Shock was
he's
in the
from
Bronx?
Detroit.
Yeah,
He's
he
from
didn't-
Static Shock
Detroit.
from Detroit, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I tried. I tried.
And even now in the comics, Batman moved
we got-
to New York. He left Gotham, came to New York, and that
We got
motherfucker's
the
in
nin-
Manhattan too. What the
We got
fuck,
the Turtles.
bro?
We got the Ninja Turtles.
I'm not gonna lie
That's
to you. For
fine.
We
anybody
got the
who live
Ninja
in New
Turtles.
York,
Not even
Manhattan
them,
ain't
bro.
shit.
Nah, we got Ninja Turtles. They live right down the block.
They in the Bronx or they?
Nah,
Yeah.
Monica Rambeau's gonna be in Spanish Harlem.
April.
All right, my
No, America
question-
Chavez. America
My
Chavez gonna be in
important-
Spanish Harlem.
Yeah.
My important question: at what point in the movie was Norman no longer there for y'all?
when he broke the mask at the garbage can.
You think from that point it was just Green Goblin the whole time?
Yeah, 'cause I did my little cool reviews, and like even when I noticed it, that's the same exact scene in Spider-Man 3 when Spider-Man threw his suit inside the garbage can and walked away before he gave into his madness, which was
That's
the suit.
interesting.
And then they both parallel to that exact scene. And then he walks off, and that's when he started wearing his hoodie like this.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
That's interesting. Choco, how about for you?
Bang. I am in
You think it
agreement.
was that throwaway moment?
I'm in agreement. I like that because Green Goblin is easily one of the most maniacal and cunning villains of all the Spider-Mans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of all Spider-Man's villains. And it would make sense if he was playing or if he was there. Like, if it was all Green Goblin and he did all that playing around, that'd be glorious. But I could also see it being, is that a JoJo reference? Where the Green Goblin was always in control and he just let Norman come out to find shit for him. Where he was like, "You're cool. I'm just gonna let you off the leash now." He was like, "Yeah, man, I need some help."
I
And
agree
then
with that.
at some point, he was like,
Ah,
cool with
I
it
agree
now.
with that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
like
Joker,
that.
when do you think Green Goblin was in charge?
Inside the building, when because I think when the part where
So that throwaway scene where he just looks back and you're like, "Oh shit."
yeah. So like
this is
I believe
Norman.
that like
I love that shit.
this guy Norman was like doing like one last battle when he met up with Aunt May and stuff at the soup kitchen.
Yeah.
And then he lost, obviously. Well, when they went to the house, like he definitely lost it all. When Spider-Man's senses went boom, you know.
Yeah,
because
he said, "Man."
it didn't happen at the soup kitchen, but it happened in the house.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
Because he couldn't hide it no more.
I am-
Green Goblin fucked up.
I am part of the small group that thinks he was always in control.
I don't think so. Because if he was always in control,
In the
his
soup kitchen,
spider senses would
the
have
soup
gone
kitchen,
out.
and
They always were.
you're heavy on cinematography. You know, like when there's somebody in the background and it's blurred out.
Mm-hmm.
Usually
They
they'll go
always
into
did.
focus. They'll go into focus when they're doing something.
Yeah.
They didn't do that at that scene. But you see him take not one, but 2 donuts.
Oh yeah.
And puts one in one pocket and one in the other.
One and the other one. Yep.
That at that moment on, I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker! You've always been the Green Goblin."
Fire. And then when he walked inside the apartment the first time, he
Meaning,
went directly to the
and what
back.
I mean by he was always the Green Goblin, I mean to say that Norman was in on it. There was never there is a split personality in it, but they were working together.
Okay.
It's
It's
when
like
go
Choco
time,
said,
Green Goblin.
whenever Green Goblin needed something to kind of pass through, he would let Norman take the reins because he sounded more human.
Yeah.
He was able to control himself a bit more.
Okay.
And then when that was done, then he would go back and his Green Goblin. I feel like Green Goblin was always the primary.
And that can answer the spider sense question. If Norman is in and out the whole time, he's not threatening. He's just trying to find. All this scene was him trying to find things
Exactly.
out. Was it donuts?
Because
Was
if
it
he
when
was
went to the arm shit?
even if he wasn't threatening, then Norman would be working on the good end. But that was
True.
never the case.
Yeah.
It was never the
That's
case. The
fire.
Green Goblin is way more smart than you think, and is exactly what you said, bro, Chachi.
And he
And
knows
he's been at the
Spider-Man.
front, which that scene was an amazing scene.
I agree,
That
sarcasm.
tension
How he came into
was-
the world is weird.
I feel like that was one of the moments where the whole theater was quiet.
Yeah.
because you hear like that ringing, and it's just like, and it's one of the times that Peter's like, "Yo, shut up, something's going on."
Yeah, something happening.
Because
He
if
said
you
he
would have
goes,
made, if you would
he
have
said
popped to the wrong
name.
person, shit would have went left.
Yeah,
Yes. Oh man, that movie is so that.
That's crazy.
Damn, Green Goblin is definitely the MVP of this fucking
Right.
movie.
Yeah,
Sarcasm says, then what about his line at the end? What have I done?
exactly. That's why I'm at an
When he
agreement.
switched.
Yep.
that-
When no, after he got stabbed
Yeah, when he got jabbed with the
with the cure, it's like and then he sort of got on the floor. He's like,
I still think that's manipulation.
Yep.
I still think it's manipulation.
I
Oh wait,
I'm
wasn't
inclined to
didn't
agree
he
with
already get the antidote at that point?
No, it was right after he got stabbed with the antidote. He was like, "Oh
Yeah,
no!"
so that's probably why why he would say that.
True. But
Yeah,
what
so
I wanted to get.
I agree with mine though. That I think it's a JoJo reference. I think that. Go ahead, Protaji.
No, I was like, just not to go up the antidote part. Like everybody had to heal from something. What would Green Goblin be healing from if he accepted it? Just to go along with Gary's theory, it could all be an act. Like you doing the antidote. Like,
Yeah.
what are you healing
Not for
from?
nothing.
What is the cure?
Mental illness is mental illness. Like there's no
Yeah.
like if you're mentally ill, like that's who you are. There's nothing else with it.
Unless they gave him some compound to
Yeah,
suppress
exactly.
the Green Goblin personality.
Exactly. Because
But
like
even
Doc Ock had the chip that malfunctioned. You know, Electrode had the whole. You know, he's addicted to the energy. The energy was weird. It was different in that world. You know.
Especially if you got to get that arc reactor.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
reactor, yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of give it to like
It's a
Dr.
brand
Ock.
new element.
But Dr. Ock wasn't like a cure. He was already cool. It was just more of a fix.
No, yeah, but that was because he can switch between the two, and you can tell when he switched because inside the claw, the little light. Whenever it was the claws that were in control, the light would be red. Whenever it's Doc Ock, it'll be white. So he could at least swap out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you could tell that it was like either one or the other. Norman, you can't tell.
But that's a parallel, partially, between Doc Ock and Norman. That fact they're both suffering from the same similar-ish kind of thing, but one's more technological and one's just batshit
And
crazy.
one more,
Exactly.
yeah, one's batshit crazy.
You know what I mean? So I do believe Dr. Ock could have been fixed, but I do believe that Norman was part of it, but Green Goblin was like, yeah, go ahead, be free. Go run free. And then once he got everything he needed, it was like,
Guys,
I feel like that was the symbolism of the mask breaking.
Are
It
we
was
doing
no
that?
longer
Yeah.
them being separated, and it was like, oh, we're gonna work together. We're gonna fuck this world up.
we doing this. We doing one last thing before we out.
Let's do this. Sarcasm, what do you disagree with?
facts.
I think she disagrees with the whole theory that
Modest.
it was both of them the whole time.
Cool.
It was a great movie. It was a great experience. I can't rate it as a movie. Like I told everybody, it was an event.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was an event. It was like what, not to say that it was on par with Infinity War, but it was also Infinity War was an event. You can't. That was something that was just built up out of 10 years worth of movies.
Hell, Lord Thanos.
And this is also, and I think the last closing thing I have to say before I pass it on to anybody, all this shit would have never gone down had we not gotten a Spider-Man that was an actual fucking fan. All of this happened was because Tom Holland sat Sony down and sat Marvel down and said, we need to fucking continue this shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shout out to Tom
Yo,
Holland.
not-
And that is
Shout out
one of the
to
biggest
Spider-Man.
reasons why he is my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because he's an
Facts.
actual true fan of the mythos.
Facts.
We would have just had Homecoming and they would have called it a day.
Nah, that the Craven theory, I would have loved that one, but we got this instead, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we did get Craven. I feel like I saw Craven inside the stars when they had
The,
all
the
the
spear
little.
probably or
He was
something.
the spear. Nah, that was Craven. I saw Scorpion. I saw a lot of people. So yeah, there's a lot of upcoming things that we could be looking forward to.
What?
I like
go ahead, bro. Tell us your details.
Nah, you already know what we doing. I like everything about this thing. I love the movie. I love the
He loved it
experience.
so much his belly got
Sorry, I had a belly roll. I was nice with it. But nah, this whole experience was great. Nostalgic for me, one of the best to me superhero in the game. Just what he has to do. To back up what Gary said, my favorite part was the experience of all of us going out. Shout out to Messi who's not here, my gentleman who came down with me, my crew and everything. Chat, I'm happy you experienced with all of us. I love your comments. I love to talk about it with y'all. The theories was amazing. This is why I really look forward to all the different theories and perspective of this. That my mind got blown OD. I try to severely hurt me, my brain, so some of my veins come out. But with that all being said, I'm gonna do my outro. Is that okay?
Well, before you do it, I also want to thank the people that allow us to interview them in this event.
Again,
Josh and Mike, Aline, Reef, all of because this is one thing about the movie. We were nervous to interview people, and whether you felt the movie was an 8, 9, or 10, or even some people that rated it a 7, not one fucking person left out of there disappointed. Yep. Everybody left with smiles on their face.
Facts.
So MCU, man, I can't wait to Phase 4. But go ahead, bro, Tachi.
You already know. Look forward to more stuff with JxN Crew. The next year is gonna be great. Season 4 is coming up. So you already know it's me, the bro Tachi. Give me a shout out. You can catch me here, JxN Crew. You catch me on my Instagram, which is the bro Tachi _22. Also my Twitch, which is just simply bro Tachi. BROTACHI. Thank you for being with us. Until I see you again. Shining guns up. Peace. Pass it on to Choco.
The big doggo. I was say little, but that's not a little doggo. Yeah, I want to say shit was definitely a vibe. I loved everything about it. Shit was definitely enjoyable. I love how we were all pressed for time, and yet the drive wasn't even longer than an hour.
Oh my god,
that was the funniest
15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I stand by the joint. A good 8, solid 9. You know, I guess if some of the theories would have hit, I was 9 for 10. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You can't shoot, Steve Nash at the free throw line for all these theories. Yeah, I'm excited for the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. I'm intrigued to see what the next storyline for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man could be, or if they do Tobey as well. I'm interested to see what the next movie would be for Tom, or if he's gonna appear in somebody's next movie. I hope, spoiler alert, I hope Deadpool definitely comes through Doctor Strange too. I hope that's true. With that being said, chat, yeah, it was a vibe. It was great to go with the squad. She was lit. Hopefully we get to do more of those next year. Know what I'm saying? It should be an interesting year next year, hopefully. World domination as we do. World domination. So with that being said, Squadrinian, homies, keep your heads up. It's always darkest before the dawn. You can't shoot for the stars. You're looking at the ground. And ladies, if no one told you today, you are absolutely beautiful. And on that chat, let me get a yay yay. Yay. And I'm gonna holler at y'all, all right? That'll be good. Gary, let me out.
Quick. Love you guys. Great experience. I still can't believe we made it to this movie. The rumors, everything, and we finally got to see it day one, which was hard to do. I'm glad my crew was able to get that day off. And thank you to everybody. I think we had just finished watching the movie. We had just all got to the front of my car when I finally hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
And that would have not been without anybody's help here. So shout out to you guys. Love you all. And if we don't see you guys, happy fucking New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
We have so much shit in store for you to come.
Yeah.
So love you guys all.
Oh, why am I blurry?
Too sexy for the camera.
Right, that's what it is. Guys, thank you for joining us. It was great to have you guys here. Thank you for being part of this lovely JxN podcast. I think this is gonna be the last podcast of the year. I think when we come back, we're gonna come back strong for season 4 next year in January. So let's get ready for that. We have a couple of things coming up though before the year's end, so stay tuned for that. We will be promoting and announcing and everything else. So that's gonna be fun. For the people in the audio only version of the podcast, please in the comment section, let us know like what did you like, what didn't you like, what would you like to see for the next season. Let us know who you will marry, fuck, kill, Spider-Man wise. Remember, follow us. Check out the link tree where everybody's information is there, so that way you guys can follow us. And everything else. Thank you guys also for helping Gary reach 100 subscribers.
Let's go.
Hopefully next year we can hit 200 or more.
500 for next year.
500 for next year.
Stop playing.
I already hit my viewer thing to get monetized. I just need the subscribers now.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I already hit the hours. I already hit the views. I just need subscribers now.
We just gonna hit the border with 1,000 next year. Stop playing.
We quit in our job. 2023. Get ready.
Nothing stronger than family unemployment.
All right.
We're the Dom.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. Hit us up. Let us know. Chat it up with us. We're everywhere.
We're also having the Harry Potter event on Sunday. Anybody want anybody?
We're gonna make announcements for that. We'll make announcements and stuff. So it'll happen. It'll happen. Guys, have a good one. Stay safe out there. See you later.